Hey everyone, it's Kate from Wild Hills Up, and I am back with part 2 of our adventure in Calistoga, California. So if you missed part 1 of our Calistoga adventure, make sure to head back in our videos and watch part 1. But just to give you a quick recap, we traveled to Calistoga, California just after Christmas and before New Year's, and we joined my brother and sister-in-law and their 2 kids. We all stayed at the Calistoga Motor Lodge. So our hotel had a partnership with Calistoga Roastery, so we were able to go over to Calistoga Roastery, which is in downtown Calistoga, and we had breakfast there every morning. We were able to give them a special ticket that allowed us to spend a certain amount of money on breakfast there. So that's where we went each morning, and then I'll continue on with day 2 of our adventures.
Warm.
Have you ever done this before?
Cold. Cold. Warmer. 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 We're playing hide the pen in the playground. And then hot and cold to try to find it. Cold, 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 cold. These people are playing Melt the Witch. Well, you were like walking a certain way. Warm, warm, warmer, 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 warmer. Hot, 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 burning, burning. You were burning over there. Burning. Hot, hot, burning, 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 burning. Oh, oh, oh no. Come down. You're burning, you're burning. I've never had someone kick the pen. You were so close, you kicked the pen, Bergen.
So we took the kids to Pioneer Park, where we played at the playground, checked out the river.
What's next, guys? Where should we go next?
The pool.
Oh, we should go to the pool? Who wants to go to the pool? Slade?
Pool time.
And then we raced back to our hotel to get in some pool time. Now, after the day before, which was super rainy, it was such a treat to have a nice sunny day. I think it got to 60 that day, so we really enjoyed spending time in the pool that morning.
Okay. Ready? Shoes off.
After the pool, we headed back into town and had lunch at Lincoln Avenue Brewery.
6 songs for $1.
Ooh, are you going to play some music for us?
Breakfast burrito.
I don't think they have breakfast burrito on that. Are you playing your song? What's your song?
Hunting, fishing, and loving.
Hunting, fishing, loving every day. This is Bergen's favorite. Fishing, loving every day. That's the prayer that a country boy prays. Thank God it made me this way. Hunting, fishing, loving every day.
So this day in Calistoga went a lot different than we had expected. My sister-in-law had lined up a local babysitter using a service, and just a couple hours before she was to arrive, she unfortunately had a family emergency, so she had to cancel. So we had envisioned having the kids cared for at the hotel, and as parents we were going to head out to a few different wineries and enjoy a meal together. So when we heard the news of the babysitter canceling, we kind of scrambled a little bit. So we headed to the Calistoga Visitor Center to do some brainstorming and come up with a plan of what would be the most fun thing to do with the kids now that we had them for the afternoon. So after checking out all the options and getting lots of help from the really nice ladies who work inside the visitor center, we all decided on Sterling Vineyards.
We're not the only ones here. See how it goes.
A gondola ticket. It says good for 1 ride.
Hi.
So the great thing that we learned about Sterling is that there is a tram ride that we thought the kids would love. And so it takes you up to areas of the vineyard and has beautiful views of the valley.
Have fun!
Great big pond, and I saw some geese in there earlier. Some ducks.
Look for the geese.
Sometimes they're there, sometimes they fly away, but you look right at the edge of the water in the mud, there's usually turtles there too.
Oh.
If you get really lucky, for some reason on this side most of the time, there's a bunch of deer that live on them. Sometimes you see the deer too. Sometimes they hide, so you gotta look for them.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Look how pretty it is.
Wow, you guys. Oh, no, no.
Right over there. See the deer? See the road?
Yeah.
There's the road.
See the view of the castle?
Cool.
So you take the tram ride up, and then instead of just planting yourself at one location and trying the different wines on the tasting menu, while you're trying to also make sure that the kids are occupied, at Sterling there are different stations set up throughout the property, so you're constantly moving, which was great for the kids.
What did you think of that Merlot?
The Merlot was very good and fruity.
I agree. I like the fruitiness of it. Good to the last drop.
Say cheese.
That's it.
No, funny picture. I got 8. Leg up.
You were right.
How old I am.
8 is great, boys. Bye-bye.
This is us, the dark and light. We'll fire away. We'll be alright. You have a need for attention now. I have a scream and plead. This is me lighting a fire on it to burn for all to see.
So even though our plans changed a little bit with the babysitter canceling, we still had a lovely afternoon and evening in Calistoga. So our video stops at the end of the tram, but I also wanted to mention a few more things in Calistoga that we experienced and recommend. Later on that evening, my brother-in-law stayed with the kids with his brother, and so my sister-in-law and Slade and I were able to go to Evangeline, which is a French bistro with some Creole inspiration. We had a delicious meal there, loved the service, and it's just a beautiful little bistro. So definitely recommend Evangeline. And then the next day we spent about half the day in Calistoga, having breakfast again at the Calistoga Roastery, and then spending some more time in the pool. And then before we headed out of town, we had lunch at Buster's Barbecue, which is a super casual, great kid-friendly barbecue place. Delicious food. And then one last thing that we did before heading out was stopping at Tank Garage Winery, which, just as it sounds, is in a old mechanic's garage. Our kids were occupied by the awesome pinball machine, and that allowed Slade and I to get in a quick tasting, and we also took a bottle of wine home. So we definitely recommend going into Tank. The people working there were really fun to talk to, and we had a great experience. So that's it for this video on Calistoga. I hope you enjoyed following along on our adventure. If you've ever been to the Napa Valley area, please leave us some more recommendations in the comments. And if you enjoyed watching, make sure to like and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.